Hello all, I am Rajendra and welcome to my YouTube channel. Here is another amazing and exciting tutorial in which we will connect our Prime Video app to the REST API and backend services. We will use Retrofit and RxJava for this. I hope you all are waiting for this video. Before getting started, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notified each time when I upload any new video. So let's get started. As I said, here I am using a retrofit for API call and RxJava for multi-threading. So here I am not getting in deep of RxJava, but RxJava help us to call our API on a separate thread. So this is our earlier project which we have created, and let's run this. So this is what we have done so far. So right now we have a home page and all the data coming from the local. So now we need to connect this to the REST API so that we can fetch this data from the server or online mode. So for this we will use retrofit. So let's first of all this is our endpoint, API endpoint. So this is banner API endpoint. Here you will get the all the types of banner, and here I have divided it by banner category ID. So basically this is one category 1 for home, and similarly you will get the category 2 for TV shows, 3 for movies, and 4 for kids. So this is our banner endpoint. So let's add the dependency first. So here I will add the retrofit and RxJava dependency. So we have successfully added the dependency. Now I will create a package here. Let's say retrofit. Inside the retrofit I will create a interface for writing the REST API methods. So let's say API interface, and inside the interface uh, I will take the get method. Just import get method. Inside the get method we have the, so this is our API endpoint, this is our base URL, and this is the method based URL. So I will copy this and going to paste here. List of banner movies. Just importing the class. Let's say method name get all banner. Now I will create a retrofit client. Let's create a Java class and let's say Inside this, first of all, I will take a base URL. So this is our base URL. Then I will create a method public static API interface get retrofit client. Retrofit dot builder equal to new retrofit dot builder. Dot add converted factory each on created and add base URL. So this is our base URL. Now I will return the retrofit. So here return API interface dot class. So our retrofit client is ready. Now first of all have a look on the JSON. So here this is the extra part. So inside our model class I will take a integer banner category ID. Now I will generate a getter and setter for this. So okay, now inside the main activity here I will create a method let's say get banner data. So inside this method I will write the code for fetching the data from the server. So let's do this. Equal to new composite disposable composite disposable dot add. Here I will add the retrofit client dot ret dot get all banners. Dot subscribe on scheduler io, SCHE. So cellulars dot SCHETULERS dot observe on Android cellulars dot main thread and subscribe with dot subscribe with new disposable inside the disposable observer. We will pass the list of our banner movies. Now we will implement this all this method. Here it will show the suggestion and implement methods. So we will implement all the methods on next, on error and on complete. So click on OK. So now inside the on next method we will get the all these banners. So let's run and test it. So for now I will print a log message. So log dot d banner data, and here we pass the banner movies dot so let's run this app and see the output. Okay, here I have forget to call this method inside the onCreate. So let's do this. So here I am calling this method. So here we are getting the error. Okay. Uh, so this is our banner endpoint. Let's go to the API interface. So this is our base URL and this is correct, I think. Let's again run this. So we are getting this error with the emulator. I don't know what is the problem. So I am showing you the so I have just connected my Xiaomi Mi A2. So I will show you with the visor. So I'm going to remove this and I will print a toast message dot, and I will print the banner movies data and toast dot length sort dot so. So it will show the data which is coming from the server. So just I am again running this. So here you can see that we are getting the output now this output we will add this output with the array which we have declared here. So now I am just going to remove the getter setter here, and inside the main activity I will remove all the data. So now inside the on next uh, we will add a for loop int I is equal to 0, I is less than banner movies dot size and I is plus plus. Now inside the for loop I will add the if else condition which is based on the category banner category ID. So here I will add a condition if banner movies dot get of id dot get banner category id dot to string is equal to 1, or I can write it also I can write this also dot equals, or here I will put 1. Similarly, I will add else if condition and copy paste. Here I will add 2. Similarly for category ID 3 and category ID 4 and else 3, 4. If else if, so this is the condition. Two, 3, and the last one is category ID 4, and here is the default condition else. So inside this I will bind the data. Let's say home movie banner list dot add so here banner movie list dot get of I. TV show banner list. Similarly, movies banner list, and the last one is kids banner list. So now again run this app and see the output. So it is crashing. So So it is crashing. Let's debug the app why it is crashing. So okay, so here is the our default tab selected. I am just going to cut this and we will paste it inside our on complete method, because here on inside the on next method we have the data, and as soon as our API fetch the data, then we will set the home banner list. So I hope this will work. So I'm going to again run this app. So now here you can see that we have data. This is coming from the server. So now the next part is we have to also call this data from the server. Right now it is coming from the local. So let's do this. So first of all, so this is our endpoint where we are getting the all movies of category ID 1, which is home. Now you will call this 2, so you will get the another category ID which is 2. I think my internet is not working. So this is for category ID 2, and similarly category ID 3 and 4, which is for kids. So this is our endpoint. First of all, I will create a model class for this. So just go to the JSON beautifier, and here I will load my URL. So this is our JSON data. Just Control All and Control C. Now there is a website which is called JSON to Pojo. So this JSON to Pojo will help us to create our model class based upon this end URL JSON. So I'm just previewing it. So this is our model class. Now, so this is our category item list, and this is our so here we have already created last time. So this is our all category, and this is our category item list. So inside the all category, just give it the here the class name, which is all category, and here I will put the package name, which is so this is our all category Java file code. So just I'm going to copy and paste inside the and similarly for category item list. So this is our category item list. You can also download this file from here and directly copy and paste to inside our Android Studio. So first of all I will rename this, and inside the category item list I will just copy and paste the code. So our all category and category item list is ready based on whatever output we have getting in from the endpoints. So now uh, inside the API interface, I will add another method which is type of get. So at the rate get, and inside the get we have first of all category ID. So after the category ID we are just copying it and paste it here. List of all category, let's say get all category movies, and inside this we will add the path category ID. Which is a type of integer. So now inside the main activity I am going to remove again I am going to remove this because this is the offline data. We don't need it, we don't require it. So So now I am just going to make another method which is similarly to get banner data. So I am going to copy it and paste it again, and here which is get all movies data, and inside this I will pass a so here I will pass a parameter which is a type of integer for the category ID. So int, so here I will pass the parameter category ID and get all category movies, and inside this I will pass the category ID. So this is the type of all category, all category list. So now there is a code of set main recycler view. So now we will set this recycler view inside the, now I'm going to cut it here and paste it the get all movies data. So I will set the main recycler view inside the on next method. Now let's call this method. So here I'm going to call this method with the default category ID which is 1. So let's run this app. So here you can see that we are getting the data from the server. So now we have to set the we have to set also data with this category on click listener. So here let's go to the on click listener. So this is the, let's copy this, and so this is the TV banner list. So inside this, for the TV the category ID is 2, for the movie the category ID is 3, for the kids the category ID is 4, and the default is 1. So let's run this app. So this is our home page. Let's click on TV show. So here you can see that the data is changing. The data is changing and coming from the server based on the category ID. Let's click on movies. Let's click on kids. Default is 1. 1 minute. TV show is 2. Movies is 3. Kids is 4. So this is the so here we have completed the Prime Video app connection with the REST API and backend server, and here you can see that all the data is coming from the directly coming from the server. And if you have any query, please comment in the comment box. Please implement this, and if you got any error, you can also join me in with the Instagram. There you can we can talk and you can share the error messages. So this is all about the Prime Video app connection with the backend server. And so in the next video, I will try to add some simmer effect when we data is loading. So the user got to know about the data is coming from the server rather than the blank screen. So thanks for watching.